Welcome to Hello Port Hueneme. I'm your host, Tom Dunn, and tonight we're at the Bard Museum on the CB base in Port Hueneme, and we're here for the 2016 Chamber of Commerce Awards. And with me is the CEO of the Chamber, Tracy Sessions-Phillips.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening to share a little bit of Port Hueneme history. The Chamber is honored to be able to recognize our Citizen of the Year, Business Person of the Year, firefighter, police officer, military person, educator, city employee, and lastly, our Chairman Awards winner. So we hope you stick around throughout the night and check out all of the amazing community members that we have to honor this evening. Want to know how you can become more involved? Don't hesitate to contact the Chamber. We'd love to have you join our team. Thank you for joining us for the 77th Annual Hueneme Chamber of Commerce Awards Dinner and Community Awards Night. My name is Tracy Sisson-Phillips, and I will be your host this evening. If I could please ask CS2 Edwards of Naval Base Ventura County to join me at the stage for our invocation, and Jim Daniels to lead us in our pledge. As dinner starts to get served, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome a few people, just a few people, who are with us this evening to help us celebrate our community leaders. From the city of Port Hueneme, Mayor Tom Figg. Mayor Pro Tem Jim Hensley. Councilmember John Sharkey. Councilmember Will Berg. Also with us this evening, former Mayor Orvine Carpenter. Former Mayor Tony Vallanti. And former Mayor Pro Tem Jim Daniels. Representing Congresswoman Julia Brownlee, Jason Barnes. And with us this evening is State Senator Josh Newman. Also from the state of California, State Board of Equalization, Ms. Fiona Ma. From the California State Assembly 44th District, Jackie Irwin. From Ventura County Supervisor's Office, District 3, Ms. Kelly Long. Also with us this evening from the Oxnard Harbor Commission, Commissioner Jess Herrera.
Yes for Jess.
Yes for Jess. And Commissioner Jess Ramirez. That I would like to introduce this evening. We also have with us here tonight from United Water Conservation District, Sheldon Berger. And former Harbor Commissioner, Ms. Arlene Frazier. And then of special note, we actually have a bit of a celebrity in the house with us this evening. I would like to introduce to everyone Miss Joanna Bard Newton, if you would please stand up. And if you could all join me in wishing Miss Bard Newton a early happy 100th. The namesake of the mansion that we're in this evening. So thank you again for being here tonight, Mrs. Bard Newton. And also her daughter, Joanna Riccardi, is with her this evening. So thank you so much for coming tonight. And really this tonight is about the people that we are recognizing. And with those recognitions, I want to take this opportunity to introduce to you this evening the members of my chamber board who are here this evening, who also, without their assistance, I could not do this. So if you could please hold your applause until I introduce them all. Mr. Tony Sullivan, State Farm Insurance, if you could please stand. Ms. Jessica Fuentes from Ventura County Credit Union. Ms. Marissa Vanderwick from the Courtyard Marriott, formerly of the Holiday Inn Express Port Hueneme. And Ms. Dawn Hamilton from Ventura County Adult Education. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And from 2014 to 2017, Marissa answered the call of duty in the chamber and helped support me and our community by serving on the board. So just as a small token of gratitude, thank you so much for all you've done for our community and helping to promote business and thrive in Port Hueneme. This one's a little different. So Will gave up his seat on the board to go to bigger and better things and be on city council. Woo-hoo! Woo! Our city is and will be better for it. But from 2005 through 2016, Will has been a member of the board of directors of the Port Hueneme Chamber of Commerce. And Donna, who unfortunately, Donna Lacayo, who could not be here this evening, has taken his place on the board. She has big shoes to fill. So for those of you that have not heard the official word, Will is actually retiring in how many days? 30. He lives here, he's still going to be around, so thank you, Will, so much for your service. I appreciate it.
Now I can start a real job.
These individuals have given back to the Port Hueneme community and Ventura County community in numerous ways, and we want to thank them for being here this evening. EOCS Pamela Lee, please stand. ATCS Judy Daniels. CUCS Sean Savage. ATC Kim Roberts. CSC Jorge Flores Sanchez. UT1 Jen Neal. EO1 Francis Villarreal, LS2 Ivy Jane Villarreal, CS2 Royal Wilk Edwards, CS2 Brenda Cachocho, CS2 Maria Castaneda, and CSCN Desiree Jeter. Again, these individuals are not printed in your program, but they have done things that are amazing in and of itself. They come out and give their selfless service time and time again to help the betterment of our community. So from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of my community, thank you so much for taking off a Friday night on St. Patrick's Day to get in your service dress blues and come down here and have dinner with us. Tonight, we have the honor of having with us from Senate District 29, Senator Josh Newman. Josh was elected to the California State Senate November 8th of 2016, representing the 29th District, which includes portions of Los Angeles and Orange and San Bernardino counties. So some of you may be going, why Josh to come and speak in Port Hueneme? And I'll tell you why. Senator Newman is a veteran who has served as an officer in the United States Army with an active duty assignment in South Korea. In 2012, he founded the Armed Force to Workforce nonprofit organization to assist young veterans in the Orange County and Greater Los Angeles area to find rewarding career-oriented employment. And again, he got the call and he didn't hesitate to say, yes, I will come and speak. So thank you, Senator Newman, for being here. Please help me welcome Senator Newman.
Thank you for having me. And I asked also, but when I I got the call, I didn't realize how far this was. But it is a pleasure to be with you this evening. I thank you for the invitation. I want to recognize the Bard family. One of the members of the table told me something cool, that it was Senator Bard who actually nominated General Patton to go to West Point, which is actually very cool. Congratulations to the winners this evening. You will meet them soon. Thank you for having me. So Francine Casson had the great idea of inviting me and extended the invite. I thought it sounded like I love Francine. Fiona's an idol of mine. I did not realize, you just probably did, that this is a Navy thing. So I'm not sure in retrospect that this is going to work out so well. So is there anybody here who's not in the Navy who actually was in another branch? Oh, thank goodness. All right. I've got backup if this goes really bad. I'll have an escort out of the house. You can see I found an exit, or it might be the restroom, just in case. And so, as you heard, I am the newly elected member of the State Senate for Senate District 29. I actually wasn't technically elected on November 8th. That was election day. My election wasn't actually called until November 24th. Mine was actually the closest and most expensive race in all of California, which was an experience for me. I am not an experienced politician, and my sort of path toward running is probably different than many. And it comes directly from my service. So as you heard, I'm proud to have served in the United States Army. I was an artillery officer. I served in South Korea and with the 25th Infantry Division in Hawaii. And I got out just before the first Gulf War. So I've now been in the state senate for all of a couple of months, and it's an honor to serve. I don't know if you know this, but out of the 120 members, how many vets do you think we have in the California State Legislature? 76. We got 76 over here. The number is 8. We have a total of 8 out of 120, which I would argue is true. I will not quote you, but I agree with the General Senate. There are 2 vets in the state senate out of 40. There are 6 in the assembly, and that tells you a lot about why we haven't made more progress. I am actually proud to have been named the chair of the Senate Veteran Affairs Committee, and thank you. And my goal, as it was prior, but now I'm hopeful to make some progress, is to close that gap between the rhetoric, all that terrific rhetoric about vets and how much we love them, and actual programs and services. I am joined in that effort, and I'm pleased to have Assemblywoman Jackie Ehrman today. Jackie is the chair of the Assembly Veteran Affairs Committee. I'm looking forward to working with Jackie to do those things which everybody agrees are important, which seem to get lost, particularly when you put a price tag on it. I have submitted 18 total pieces of legislation so far, and a constitutional amendment. In the constitutional amendment, you may have heard there are a couple of bills moving forward that would raise fees and taxes to address the transportation infrastructure problems that are, you see all over California. I've introduced an amendment that says if we pass these bills, we should give the voters, the citizens, the assurance that none of that money will be diverted for anything other than transportation needs. So that's moving forward. On other legislation, I have a bunch of bills that relate to veterans, and I am proud of each of them. One is officers who served in either the reserves or National Guard. If you move out of state in California, if the California National Guard, you automatically lose your commission, which doesn't make a lot of sense, particularly where some people live very close to the border. So we would change this, my bill would change the code so that you have the option, if you decided to relocate, as long as you wanted to come back and serve with your unit, we need you. Secondly, when families get transferred back from somewhere to California, you can now, as of recently, you can pre-enroll your children, but only if your PCS address is in the same school district as the school you're going to. That doesn't always happen. Quite often the school district is not in the same jurisdiction as the base, so this would change that and allow for easy pre-enrollment. Community colleges, and this is really important, and so most vets coming home who pursue an educational path go to one of our community colleges. There's 113 schools, community colleges in California. There is no consistent standard. Some community colleges have terrific veteran resource centers and programs. Others have effectively nothing. That's not fair. That's not fair for 2 reasons. One is, if you serve and you happen to go back to school at a school that does not enjoy the support of the chancellor, it's not fair that you won't get the same level of support. As taxpayers, you know, vets today get fairly generous GI Bill benefits. We have a stake in making sure that they get the most of that money as well. So I'm hopeful that that will pass through. But, you know, very generally, I'm proud to serve. I'm proud to have served. I view this opportunity as my second chance to serve. And whether you live in my district or not, particularly if you serve or have served, consider me a resource. I'm proud to be a member of this body. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to meet you tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all down the road. Thank you very much.
Thank you.